Alrighty, welcome back into another episode of 5 Minute Wager, brought to you by Better and Green. I am Ethan. With me, as always, is Ben. Ben, loaded Thursday night slate of hockey tonight. Let's just get right into it. I didn't count the games. Is every team playing? It's got to be close. I
Not
know
every team, but a lot of them are.
It's very close. 2 games Wednesday, 1 game Friday, all the rest in between. So,
Yeah.
Loaded slate. Ben, give me your first play. What are you liking on Thursday night's hockey action?
Let's just start it spicy. Let's just start melting the ice. Let's take the Blackhawks money line. I didn't think I'd be taking the Blackhawks at all this year. I'm going to take them at plus 170. Ottawa out of the playoffs. They're one of those teams that were kind of in the hunt pretty late in the year. Looking at them, Chicago's coming off a big win. I think Chicago's just going to be the more relaxed team. I think there's a cloud that's hanging over Ottawa now. And so I'm really worried about Ottawa just kind of limping to the end. Whereas Chicago, they really haven't had anything to play for all season. Just go out there and have fun.
Yeah, that's disgusting, but I don't hate
is.
it by any means. Oh, man, that's gross. I am riding a Connor Bedard under 32.5 goals on the season. I think he's at 21. They can win. Just no Bedard goals would be appreciated for me.
You're cashing that.
Oh, I hope so. The injury helped me.
But,
yeah. I mean, I'll go straight to a fade team, and it's not Chicago. It's the other terrible team in the league. I'm fading San Jose. I'll take the Wild on the puck line, minus 1.5 goals, minus 135. Not a great price on it, but you have a team who is still fighting for their spot in the playoffs against the Sharks team who's been out since literally they dropped the puck on opening night.
Yeah.
I mean, these two teams, as far as what you're playing for at this point in the season, could not be any further apart. Always looking to fade the Sharks when I can. Marc-Andre Fleury looks like he'll be a net for the Wild. He's had plenty of experience in situations like this, playoff experience, late season, trying to get into the playoffs. So, yeah, I think the Wild give a big effort. They are also off, I believe it's 2 straight losses, 3 of their last 4. So, really need all the wins they can get. They have the Knights on deck, so not sure if they're thinking maybe they can win that one as easily. So I think they come in focused on the Sharks, get a win here by margin.
I agree. I love that, dude. The Wild, they're right there on that cusp, kind of like a couple of these teams that we're seeing. They're just hanging on by threads, by their single-digit percentage. You have to win every game you can. And unfortunately, I'm glad you brought up the last few games because they have been dropping some. So this is a game that you have to get it right or else you're going to be out. This is a game that they absolutely have to capitalize on. I think they do. I love it.
Exactly.
I'll take the New York Islanders, Florida Panthers under 6.5. That's at minus 130. Panthers, number 1 in goals against. Great goaltending this year. Isles, bottom half in scoring, and actually 11th in save percentage. So their goals against aren't as great, but just right outside the top 10 in save percentage. Obviously, Panthers number 1 in goals against and number 2 in save percentage. So at 6.5, at 6, I would still probably take the under, but since I'm getting that hook, I really like that 6.5.
All right, I'll do it. I'm joining you. We just were talking about our monthly record on this show.
Yep.
We should be profitable
Yes.
at the end of the month here. If we hit this under, it's definitely going to be a profitable month for us. I like it. That was one of the plays I was looking at.
Good.
Wasn't sure if I'd give it out or not, but yeah, everything you just said, as kind of I've said all year and even going back to last year, I think this time of year is when you really start seeing more playoff style hockey, more defensive efforts, better goaltending, better emphasis on defense. These two teams, Florida obviously in the playoffs, Islanders still fighting. I know they've dropped a ton of games here lately. I don't know for sure, 6 of the last 7 or something crazy like that. But they are still alive, need every point they can get. So I think they shore up defensively. Florida goes up 1-0, 2-0. They might just kind of, take it in and try to kill some clock, dump and chase, some of that kind of stuff. Also, it looks like Semyon Varlamov is in net for the Islanders, who out of nowhere is the better under goalie on this team more than Sorokin, which is completely different from the last 2 years, 3 years. But yeah, it's hard to take an under with Sorokin in net for whatever reason this year. Varlamov is much better towards it. Looks like Bobrovsky in net for the Panthers. Again, this is Wednesday night that we're filming, so that could change. I'd keep an eye on it, but if it's Bobrovsky and Varlamov, like the under in that game.
Absolutely, man. And this one, funny thing about it is I actually was writing the money line for the other team, and as I was typing out the reason for it, I was like, I'm switching. I talked myself out of my own pick. So I thought, I'm taking the Blues money line. The Flames, they're on a 4-game losing streak. They lost to bad teams. I thought, you know what? This is their chance to get back against my Blues. They're just going to go in and get one of those stupid wins that don't matter in their losing streak. And then I kept thinking about it, and I'm like, the Blues, man, Colton Parayko, number 1 in the league in block shots. They're one of those teams that have the single-digit playoff chances, and I just think that they really want it still. They're going to bust their ass to get there. Also, the Flames trending in the wrong direction, especially now. Like, I know I said they're in that 4-game losing streak, but as we've seen the season go on, they've just trended down. I believe I saw they've only had like 3 top 10 picks since I think 2004 or something like that. So like in the last 20 years. Right now, I believe they're sitting at the 8th pick. I think right now, losses, rebuilding, it seems like they're putting dudes on IR, just kind of throwing the towel in on the season. So I just think the Blues are going to win this. Not because I'm looking at goaltending, not because I'm looking at scoring. I'm thinking of effort. I think Blues are going to win based on effort alone.
Yeah, just the Never Say Die Blues, the same franchise that won the Stanley Cup. What was it, 2019?
I think it was 19.
What I believe on New Year's Day of that year, they were dead last in the league, I believe is how that went.
So crazy, dude.
Oh, nuts. Yeah, I like that play. It looks like the backup goalie Wolf is in net too for Calgary, so even better reasoning for the Blues. You're playing on your hometown team. I hate it, but I have to go against mine.
Oh, you're going against them. I almost took Red Wings. I was kind of thinking about it, but
I'm going against them.
You are okay.
They're done.
Oh,
They're just done.
I hate that.
Their schedule is so tough. I mean, yeah, technically they're still alive. It's just tough. They dropped 2 games that they really needed at Nashville, lost 1-0.
Yeah.
And then at Washington, just on Tuesday night, 3-4 in overtime. Just 2 heartbreaking losses. Now they have to go to Carolina and to Florida in their next 2 games to finish out the month. Next month doesn't get any easier. At Tampa, home against the Rangers. That's their next 4 opponents. I mean, they may well be out early in April. Yeah, I just think Carolina obviously is the way better team. I just don't see the Red Wings making the playoffs. I am taking a -1.5, by the way, not money line. I think Carolina wins this game easily. Looks like James Reimer in net for Detroit, which he's just not great. He's not playing great right now. The Wings aren't playing great right now. I think it's going to be an ugly stretch to end the season, unfortunately. Good things to come. They'll probably be in the playoff hunt next year. I bet they make the playoffs next year. Just don't think it's this year. And honestly, selfishly, I kind of want them to miss because then some of their guys will head back down to Grand Rapids, play for the Griffins, who look like they actually have a shot of winning or going deep in the playoffs. So we'd kind of rather have that happen anyway at this point rather than the Wings go losing 4-0 to the Rangers in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So long story short, I'm taking the Hurricanes to win -1.5.
I was really hoping. You guys got my boy Perron, so I was hoping good things for him. It sucks, man.
Yeah. We'll see. It sounds like Patty Kane wants to stay, is what I've heard. So that'd be cool. We'll see how next year goes. I mean, I guess they're not completely done this year, but that's tough. It's a tough 4. It's just about the toughest 4 games you could possibly ask for.
Yeah. And I mean, the season we're just about done, man. When I scroll down looking at future opponents, you don't scroll very far anymore.
You don't. No. 10 games left, I think, for most teams. 10, 11, 12 up in there. Well, Ben, that is going to wrap it for this week's episode of 5 Minute Wager. Yeah, we're having a good month. Let's finish this strong. Really, let's cash that +170 you gave out and the under in the New York game. We're sitting pretty. But guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. Like I said to start the show, loaded slate of NHL action. So enjoy it. We also have the Sweet 16 in basketball coming back tomorrow. A short NBA slate. We have more UFC this weekend.
Yes.
Obviously, more basketball with Friday's Sweet 16, the Elite Eight through the weekend. More hockey on Saturday. Like I said, only one game Friday, but loaded slate of sports this weekend. So enjoy it. Oh, we actually have the UFL kicking off this weekend, which we might have some content out for that.
Okay.
Maybe not week one. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, guys, head over to bettergreen.com where you can see all of our articles coming out over there. Check out our other shows that we have on YouTube that we post every week. Getting Technical, our college basketball show, Dropping Dimes, the NBA show, Tapping Vegas, the UFC show. And then, like I said, keep your eyes peeled. Might have some baseball coming out. Might have some UFL coming out. We'll see. We're coming out with just about as much content as we possibly can at this time, trying to cover all the sports before it's only baseball.
NFL draft coming up. Kentucky Derby coming up.
Away. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Masters coming up. I don't know if we'll do something for that. Always a fun event. So yeah, ring that little bell on YouTube. Stay up to date with our notifications there. As always, please subscribe, like, comment on our videos. Really helps us keep doing this for you guys. You know, we've loved doing it. We continue to love doing it, but it always helps to get that extra like, that extra comment. We love interacting with you guys. And we really love to do this full time. And the way to do that is more likes, comments, and subscribers. So please continue to do that for us. And then lastly, guys, head over to Sharps, download it on the App Store. It's a free download. Use our code BET269. That's bet with 2 T's, BETT 269. Great social media, sports betting social media platform that we've really enjoyed using. We've enjoyed interacting with everyone over there. You get to post your bets, see what bets other people are on, tail directly off the app. It's a really nice platform. So consider checking that out. And guys, other than that, enjoy all the action this week and best of luck with all your bets.
Peace, guys.
You better start listening to the Better and Green podcast. You will not regret it. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And hey, I'm Dean Blandino.
Welcome to Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? Listen in and cash out. That's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spot from the bottom to the top. Hey, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome to our podcast, Better and Green.